Hi, Sue Verhoeven here. I have heard your messages about doing some more recipes, and I thought I would do one because this just saved my life whilst I was getting healthier and getting off my addiction to chocolate. I would buy Snicker bars in threes from my village shop, and sometimes I would have scoffed 2 of them down in the 1.5 minute journey back to my driveway. So Wink and I are in the habit of getting things to eat. I think this is from my childhood. Whenever we watch something like Black Beauty in the evening on a Saturday with my mum, we would always have goodies, and it might be a big bar of chocolate, and we would, you know, carefully eat 1 square of it, and you might have celery and salt or nuts or something like that. We were always basically grazing whilst watching the telly, and it's become a lifetime habit of mine, and I know that I'm not unique here. So when I went vegan, I found it really hard not to trough in the chocolate. When I was doing my 30 days, absolutely, you know, that would be where I would trip up. I would accidentally, on purpose, have some chocolate. And Maltesers, which I absolutely adore as well. I would buy the big £4 box and just troll my way through it, eating them 2 at a time in a kind of like mechanised fashion. So Wink and I often, you know, like if it's the weekend particularly, or just, you know, we would just sit around on the sofa before I was very busy in the evenings, and we would eat a lot of chocolate. And I know a lot of people adore chocolate. It's a real weakness. It makes us feel lovely when we eat it, and it's something that I missed basically. So I am giving you the recipe for a liquid Snicker, which is completely vegan and totally good for you. So how do I start it? I'm going to use my whizzer, which isn't called a whizzer, it's called a Ninja food processor, and I love it. It's my latest new toy, which I got when I got back from the Fruity Fest in June. Okay, so my favourite nut milk is Cashew. I really like the creamy silky texture of it. It's quite thick. It's not too thick, but it never has. Sometimes when I get hazelnut milk, you know, when you eat a hazelnut and it's a bit like, that one wasn't so nice. Sometimes it's got a bit of that flavour in. Sometimes the almond and coconut milk can be a bit on and off as well. Although I absolutely adore coconut, sometimes you can be unlucky with some coconut milk and it kind of isn't the lovely coconut that you want. So I basically just get this the whole time because I like it. So I'm going to start by putting this, oh, it's a new one. It's been in the fridge, although it's a long life one. So I'm going to put a load of milk in there because I want a nice long chocolatey yummy. Okay, so that's quite a lot in there. How much have I put in? It's like 18 ounces, 650 ml. But you know, it depends how much you want to have, to be honest. So I'm going to start with that. And then the next thing I'm going to put in is a protein shake powder. I use the Arbonne one because frankly I think it's the best. They are a cruelty-free vegan company, have been for almost 39 years. They haven't jumped on a fashion bandwagon, they've trailblazed. And this protein shake is made of pea, cranberry and rice protein. And this is the most readily, easily digestible form of protein, plant protein, that you can eat. So it's really easy to digest, which means your digestive system gets to it straight away and pulls out all the nutrients. It will deliver me carbohydrate, protein, it's got a tiny bit of salt in it. The sugars that are in it are natural sugarcane and stevia. There is in this no gluten, no fructose. It's absolutely fortified with all the nutritional RDAs that you need, all the absolute buzz ones. So we've got vitamin A, D, E, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folic acid, vitamin B12, which is great, biotin and calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc, copper, manganese, chromium, which helps your brain function, helps you think clearly. Some other ones I can't pronounce. Iodine. It's got ginseng extract in it, and alfalfa powder. Okay, so it is rich in vitamins. So when I have this, I know that I've got all my RDAs in here. So although I'm having a liquid Snicker, none of it is bad for me. It's absolutely what my body is expecting to be able to digest really, really easily. This is no GMO, it is kosher, and it says with sugars and sweetener, but the sweetener is a sweetener your body recognises, and we've talked about stevia before, especially if you're following Dr. Gilmore and I on our Monday and Thursday night plant-based whole food channels. So this is really, 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 really good for you. There are no saturated fats, there are no trans fats or cholesterol in it, nothing artificial, okay, and your 20 essential vitamins and minerals. This is like rocket fuel, okay, it's amazing. And I used to go out when I was really trying to lose my kind of 2.5 stone, which is like, you know, 35, 40 pounds that I was trying to lose. I could have one of these shakes in the morning and go and muck out 53 pigs, like a really physical job. So it certainly gives you lots of energy. So this is a really, really good thing. So I'm going to put a couple of scoops of this into, it comes with a scoop. Ta-da! So this one is, see, I'm putting it in. And I've got more liquid than it says to mix it with. I'm not counting calories, I'm just eating healthy. So I'm going to have a little bit more in it than just the 2 scoops. But if you're following not a calorie control, but if you're trying to lose weight and really, really trying to watch how much you eat, 2 scoops with a certain amount of, it's really nice with water as well, but I'm making a liquid Snicker bar. Okay, it comes in chocolate as well and chai tea flavour, but I've decided I'm just going to stick with the vanilla, because when I make my fruit smoothies, vanilla goes so much better with fruits. So, you know, that is just absolutely fantastic. So there we go. So the next thing I'm going to add to this is raw cacao powder. So this hasn't got any dairy in it like chocolate does. It's just cacao. Okay, and there are loads of health benefits to cacao. If you just, I've got powder up my nose now. If you just Google the benefits of cacao, there's lots of benefits. The one I use is Pink Sun. It's a really lovely, lovely chocolate flavour. And it comes in a giant bag and it's not so expensive. I don't know if you can get this all over the world, but you can certainly get it on Amazon. Okay, and if anyone is interested in knowing where they can get hold of this, it's available in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and the UK. And just message me and I will send you a link to that. So I've got a little scoop here. That's about 10 grams. No idea what the ounces of it is, but I've got a little scoop there. You can kind of gauge, you know, from my hand how big that scoop is. I'm going to put that in. But because we're going to go hell for leather, I'll make it really chocolatey because I haven't had any chocolate for a while. I'm going to put another kind of little bit in. Well, quite a big bit really. So it's going to make it very, actually that, I'll put that bit back. Okay, so I have got my protein powder, vanilla. I've got my chocolate in there. So I've got my liquid chocolate and it's going to be all creamy. So the next thing I'm going to put in is some peanut butter. Now, I choose a peanut butter that has 1 ingredient in it. And can you guess what that is? It's peanuts. It hasn't got sugars in it. I mean, my husband, he's a nightmare. But he uses another brand of peanut butter, which has got stabilizers, cane sugar, E471, sugar, peanut oil, and sea salt in it. Okay, that's not good to be adding. That's not healthy. You've got a processed product. So that's the Sunpat one. Okay, but you know, he's his own man. So this is called Pip and Nut. There's another one that we have, and I don't think I've got any more, because you can get all sorts of nut butters. You could actually put almond butter or cashew butter or pistachio butter or hazelnut butter. Oh gosh, nature whole. I'll put it in the description because I've forgotten the name of it, but there's Pip and Nut do lots of other ones as well. And the ingredients in this is peanuts, but they're high oleic peanuts, okay, and it's got a bit of sea salt in it as well, so that's all that's in it. So I know Dr. Gilmore says, you know, try and stay away from the peanuts. They can be very processed, but this is a really good product, and we're making a Snicker and they have peanuts in it, so I'm going to be quite generous with this because I want a nice peanutty flavour. I've got a big kind of dessert spoon here, so that's going to go in. And I think I'm going to put another one in as well. So I've got 2 helpings of peanut butter in there, but literally peanuts. Oh, it smells divine already. And as you know, I'm a licker. Yum, 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 yum. It's a really, really, really tasty. Whole Earth, that's the other manufacturer. They do lots of you know, really good organic stuff. Their peanut butter's a lot thicker. And this one actually tastes quite like Sunpat, which is our leading brand. I've never tried Jif, is it? Sif or Jif, I think they have in the States. I don't know other countries' ones. So far we've got that in it. Now today I'm going to add some flaxseed, just to give it a little bit of a biscuity taste as well. And I'm not going to add very much of this. Flaxseed is really, 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 really good for you. And if you're trying to bake cakes and stuff, flaxseed makes a vegan egg. So you need 1 tablespoon of this to 2 tablespoons of water. You leave it for 5 minutes and it has the consistency of an egg white, like an egg, and you just add however many tablespoons your recipe requires in egg, and it works just the same way. It's amazing. So I'm going to just put that in for a bit of biscuitiness. And today, because I'm feeling like I want to do it, I am going to actually add some sugar. But this is pure organic coconut sugar. Coconuts have a gazillion benefits. They're absolutely fantastic. So it's organic, gluten-free, low GI, 0% cholesterol, dairy-free, no preservatives, and no GMO. Okay, so it's following my Arbonne base of being all good for you. There's not much of this left because when Wink did a 30-day kind of detox and reset with me earlier on in this year, he could not give up his tea, so he went to a caffeine-free tea and added about 3 spoons of this, but it's good sugar, so it's a lot better than the processed sugar he had been using. So I'm going to add a bit of sugar. It doesn't taste or smell of coconut. It smells like kind of caramelised Demerara sugar. It's really, really nice. My son likes this as well, and I just kind of like, well, have it, you know. Actually, it's run out. I'm going to put all of that in. It's just about 2 dessert spoons I put in there, which I said I don't normally do. Now, I'm just having this because I'm just going to drink it, but what you can do with this if you want to make a peanutty chocolatey mousse is if you put half an avocado in it, it literally, you could stand a garden fork up in it and you can just eat it. Like, it's just like having mousse or like a whipped dessert. It's absolutely delicious. It adds that creaminess. So if you want to make chocolate mousse for yourself, you can do that using a protein-based shake. Add literally like this, but add an avocado. I don't think my avocados are ripe yet, so I'm not going to do that today. But I'll show you a chocolate mousse the other time because, you know, sometimes in the evening you just want a pudding. You know, you don't want another apple or another banana. You just want something that feels like a pudding, and that hits a nail on the head. So this is quite a long video for what is just a protein shake. But you can see how quick this can be. Pour the milk, chuck some scoops of stuff in and whiz it up in your blender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not talk while it's whizzing so I can turn the volume down for you and speed it up. So I'm going to just mix this now. Blend. We're going to blend. And it's done. You might have noticed me doing this. I decided to get 30 seconds of calf exercise by going up on my toes and down on my heels and back up again. Because, you know, I'm standing here, so I may as well be doing something while I'm waiting. And these are the little moments in the day when I get my fitness and exercise in. It doesn't need its blending as much as that, to be honest. But I like, it's a new toy. So I like to press the, ooh, Nutra Ninja Blend, Ultra Blend, you know, I like to do that. And it's nice to get the peanut butter. That was a crunchy peanut butter I had, but they do it in smooth. Mustn't lick this, it's sharp. Okay, so where's my lid? Ooh, my lid, ooh, my lid. Let me find the lid. Lid. Here we go. So this is all ready to go for me. In here, oops, the pigs are fighting. So, oh, smells divine. Oh my goodness. This is like melting a Snicker in a saucepan and drinking it. It's absolutely delicious. The flaxseed adds a little bit of texture, so there's some, so you're not just drinking a liquid, it feels more filling. This will fill me up for ages because it's got protein, carbs in it, loads of fibre in it as well. Where's the fibre? 4.8 grams of fibre, 33 grams of carbohydrate, 7 grams of fat, of which none are saturates. Fantastic. We need fat, we need healthy fats in our diet. So that is it. That's my liquid Snicker. This is your go-to. I am going to eat a chocolate shop unless I get a hit. This is completely and utterly guilt-free. You could give this to your children, okay? And you know, it's delicious. It's so silky as well. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you're going to make this yourself, be very careful what protein powder you buy. They're not all equal. Okay, a lot of them have a lot of ingredients that you really don't want in your body. They're processed. This is absolutely top notch product. Nom 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 nom. I just have to have another sip. It is so delicious. It is just like a Snicker bar. Isn't that amazing? So, as I haven't done my 22 press-ups yet today, I'm going to just drop down and do them now for you. And I know 2 of my lovelies want to join me, so if you're watching this, you can do them with me. So here goes. I'm going to get my mucking shoes off. I don't know if I can do them in those. Glasses off. Here we go. Day 2, 22 press-ups. Can you see? Yeah. 1. Oh, I can feel it from yesterday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, oh, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, that was hard because guess what's happened? My muscles are aching from yesterday a little bit. Woo! Yeah. So I can feel it in my calves, and I can feel everything that I did yesterday while I was making, waiting for something to cook. I was leaping up and down, doing some exercise. See how out of breath I am. You'll see by the end of 22 days, I won't be out of breath. This is going to be toning up all these muscles. It's going to be doing great here for my chest. And because you're in a rigid position, it's a bit like doing a moving plank. All your muscles are engaged, all your core muscles, your legs, everything is tight while you're doing it. Your toes are up. Oh, and I wanted to show you a half press up. For those of you who the full press up will be too much. I'm not sure I've got enough room here in the kitchen, but I'll have to do it like this. But you can do it just on your knees. And that is a lot easier to do. But engage your bum, suck your tummy in, drop your shoulders, get your hands under your shoulders, and rather than lots of people try and do press-ups like this, just relax your shoulders and drop them down. It makes them much easier to do. And the other way you can do a press-up, I've been practicing that as well. Let's put that over here now. Banana skins for the pigs. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Is you can do standing press-ups, which will give you some exercise here. I think you stand at an angle like this against a wall and you come in like that. Yeah, I can feel those muscles engaging now. Keep your body nice and straight, get that bum sucked in, get that tummy sucked in, okay? And act like you're lifting a 10-ton weight. So really engage your arm muscles. Keep your back nice and straight, okay? And that's how you can do standing up press-ups. Because I know some of you can't do press-ups at the moment, but you can do something. So try and do it every day like I've just done. It really helps. So, gosh, I'm out of breath. Gosh, I'm out of breath. So, you know, that's on me because I didn't do exercise. I didn't do any exercise really at all while I had my cyst. So this is me getting back into shape. I know I've dropped a dress size already, and I haven't weighed myself since Monday, and I do believe it's Wednesday now. But I lost 6.5 pounds last week, and I know if I measured myself, I will have lost some inches from measuring around my body. So if you're on, you know, a healthy kick, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to feel more healthy, it's really good to measure yourself. Measure yourself, weigh yourself, monitor it. And when you see that you have less inches than you had before, my goodness me, it's jumping around the kitchen time. Cheers. I'm having my liquid Snicker now, and there's no guilt attached to it whatsoever. I will not have a chocolate craving for ages after this, literally ages. And if I had one every day, I could just have one of these every day. Doesn't matter. It's all healthy, whole food, plant-based in here. Okay, lots of love. I will see you later.